Breaking news about this Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leak. We gotta talk about it right now. What's happening, my Block buddies, and welcome to a brand new spooky episode of Block Content's Leak Speak here in Blocktober. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. We are talking about a leak that has been making the rounds for the past week, and this is really interesting because it combines a lot of things that I've thought, a lot of things that we've researched, and now we have a little bit more information and something that is breaking news right at this minute, pretty much released. So I wanted to talk about, is this thing real? Is this not real? Could it have spoilers? Well, there might be spoilers, so if you really don't want any information, please, there's the door. Right now you can watch all our other content animations. We just released a brand new Banjo and Kazooie review episode on Sonic the Hedgehog, which I think you'll love, so go check that one out right now. And if you're still here for that, thank you guys for joining. We are talking about that Geno leak that has been making the rounds, and that even Zero has been talking about. Very good friend of the channel, very good Smash player, and I really believe that there's a lot of this in there that could be real, but we have some information right now that I'm dying to share with you guys. And for those of you guys who like giveaways, we are giving away a Piranha Plant plushie at 50k and this beautiful What's Happening, My Block Buddies t-shirt at 40k. So please subscribe to Block Content right now and comment down below to enter for the giveaway. So please, thank you. We are here. Let's get into this. We are talking about Smash Bros. Ultimate League adds more evidence for Square Enix DLC character, and we are of course talking about Geno, and it says a long requested for character could finally make it to the roster. Well, we gotta talk about this because to give a little bit of background on this, right? We are talking about Geno from Super Mario RPG. It's been rumored that he is the 5th DLC character, so nothing beyond the Fighter's Pass is known, but it's kind of rumored that this character is the final one in the pass. It still would kind of feel like a third-party character. So let's read on here on Inverse.com, posted by Denny Pays. Terry Bogard will join the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate roster in November as 4th DLC fighter. One character slot remains open for the first Fighter's Pass, but game director Masahiro Sakurai revealed that Nintendo will add even more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC fighters moving forward. Additions after Terry have yet to be announced, but an alleged leak has given fans a potential glimpse at who could be coming to the game next. GameFAQs user Weaver Saral claimed that long-awaited third-party character Geno would finally make it to the fighting game. Geno is one of the 2 original party member characters from Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars from 1996 and has been in the runner for a potential addition to Smash Bros. Since Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the Nintendo Wii. Geno is the 5th Fighter's Pass character, claimed Weaver Saral. He only comes with 2 songs, though they'll be usable on all Mario stages, and all Mario songs will be playable on Geno's stage. Weaver Saral has a somewhat spotty track record for leaks, and they don't cite a source to back up their assertion, but there's a mountain of other evidence suggesting that the possessed doll will finally make it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, including a statement from Sakurai himself. In a March interview with Japanese magazine Nintendo Dream, the Smash Bros. Director said he wanted to get Geno into Brawl, but that never came to fruition for unknown reasons. Geno was a character I wanted to include as a fighter, said Sakurai. He has a gun for an arm, it just seemed like he'd fit in absolutely perfect into Smash. I was hoping I'd be able to put him in as far back as Smash Bros. Brawl, but unfortunately that never ended up materializing. A Geno Mii costume was added in Super Smash Bros. 4, Wii U and 3DS, nixing any hope that he'd make it in that iteration of the fighting game, but the outfit is glaringly missing from the Smash Bros. Ultimate Mii attire selection. Nintendo traditionally doesn't add characters to the roster if it already has them covered as an assist trophy or Mii costume. The fact that the Geno costume was removed may be a signal that efforts to put him into the game could be underway. Plus, there was a surprisingly accurate Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak before the game came out that strongly hinted at the addition of Geno. And no, it wasn't the Grinch leak, right? The so-called codename leak was posted on 4chan on July 1st, 2018. 2018, half a year before Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was released on the Switch. An anonymous user claimed to have found the alleged Nintendo codenames for 11 new DLC characters that would eventually be added into the game, many of which were proven to be accurate. The list included King K. Rool, Secretary, Isabelle, Warrior, the Belmonts, Ponytail, Terry Bogard, and Doll, which has been widely interpreted as a reference to Geno. The Doll rumor was subject to debate due to its cryptic nature, but many of alleged codenames turned out to be, at least seemingly, legitimate. Plus, the rights to Geno are owned by Square Enix, the publisher best known for its Final Fantasy series. The company already has a character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Cloud, so a second edition isn't totally out of the realm of possibility. We also kind of count the hero here, right? Weaver Sorrell's mention of a potential Geno edition might be just a rehash of the past rumors and leaks, but given that Sakurai has actually mentioned wanting the character in the game, and that Nintendo has a history of working with Square Enix, we think Geno is a prime contender to be the final Fighters Pass DLC character. And then it ends with just saying, all the Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC fighters can be purchased with either the $24.99 Fighter Pass or individually for $5.99 upon their release. So all of this is extremely interesting. Now you have some background on the leak. Yes, Geno seems very possible here, right? A lot of things are kind of combining together to form a clear picture. I know our good friend Papa Genos will probably be happily jumping in his seat right now, but yes, something has happened in the past couple of minutes that makes this point entirely moot. And of course, there's nothing to say for 100% certainty, but thanks to tweaktown.com, we have a little bit more information, and actually some information about the person that said this too. So here we go. Tweaktown. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC Geno Echo Pack leak admitted fake. Yesterday's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Geno and Echo Packs leak has been admitted to be fake. And of course, this is a follow-up story on a purported leak that Geno is coming to Super Smash Bros., right? It talks about pretty much the same thing. Even Zero's video is in that original description, and it basically says, yeah, Geno is the 5th Fighters Pass, he comes with 2 songs, and he says post-Fighters Pass characters will be regularly released, a la Mario Tennis Aces, but far more mundane. The Fighters Pass has much larger budget than the post-Fighters Pass characters. For this reason, the post-Fighters Pass characters won't turn as many heads. However, rest assured, the choices won't be controversial either. Bandana Waddle Dee will be one of them. Sora is entirely off the table. Not every fighter will come with a stage, and not all future stage DLC will come with a fighter. Not much has been planned, as the focus is on finishing Terry and Geno. Future announcements will liken it to a model of Japanese arcade machine that receives regular editions in waves. Dragon Ball Heroes is a good example of what it's talking about. Now below is what I have yet to be able to verify. I've heard whispers about Echo Packs that cost just as much as one fighter, but includes 3. I can't verify that though. However, if it is true, then Guigi and Toy Link will be available to promote Link's Awakening and Guigi in the following packs. One with a darker theme, one with a lighter theme, and he says also about Medusa, Echo of Palutena, Dark Meta Knight, Dry Bowser. He says there's something coming in terms of Dark Meta Knight as a costume for Meta Knight, and Simon has a Richter alt, and Pit and Dark Pit have alts of each other. Not exactly consistent. So the first Echo Pack will be Medusa and Echo of Palutena, Dark Meta Knight, Dry Bowser. The second one will be Dixie Kong, Toy Link, and Guigi. And he says the source of the second thing isn't confirmed, so share it at your own risk. Now, of course, we know all about this now. This leak has been making the rounds everywhere. But yes, it does actually say right now, the 5th fighter, Geno, the leak has now been found out to be completely false information. Now, cue, of course, the crowd boos, right? Weaver Sorrell, the leaker who took to GameFAQs and claimed that he had insider knowledge on Nintendo's upcoming 5th Fighters Pass character, has admitted that he, in fact, made up the information. This is an earth-shattering thing that people can make up lies on the internet. welcome to Blocked Content. Weaver Sorrel confessed on GameFAQs saying, "I was originally dedicated to the Echo leak and coming up with unique and weird enough to be true echoes." He continues and says, "But I've since gotten a job as a butcher for a local grocery store and haven't had time to dedicate to this. I know no one believed the leak, but I figured I'd confess anyway out of principle." Should be also noted that he titled the thread, "Confession, I have no leaks." So now we can assume that all information coming out of Weaver Sorrel is false and that there is barely, if any, evidence to support that Gino is the 5th fighter in the Fighter's Pass. Oh man, that is a little bit sad. Unfortunately, this is sometimes how leaks go, as it's extremely difficult to tell if a leak is credible or if it's just someone making up some nonsense to get attention. Either way, this is why I like to follow up on these leaks and watch how they pan out, as more not they just appear to be fake. Looking for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leaks is like panning a river for gold. You spend hours sifting through mostly mud water, and very, very rarely do you get to take something home. Well, very well said, Jack Connor for Tweaktown. This was really a wild ride, right? Is Gino coming? There's all this information. There's something more. There's a little bit about costumes and about alternate costumes, and then Gino is not happening. So this is a really wild ride. I really want to know where this wave will take us, because of course, Gino, I think, is very, very possible to appear in Smash Bros. For all the reasons that we've already named, right? Gino is definitely possible to appear in Super Smash Bros., and it's just a matter of time. Is it going to happen in Ultimate? I really don't know. So if you are listening right now and you are a huge Gino fan, please let me know in the comments, because I really want to know how many of you want Gino in, or how many of you really don't care about the character at all. That gives me a really good idea. Anyways, I'd love to hear what you guys think of this video, about the leaks and about things that are not true. If you comment down below, that comment could actually be taken and featured in our next video. And as for a previous comment question, our answer comes to us by way of Ragin Shinrien, saying, "Tracer is a very interesting character, because I wonder what kind of moves and how will her ultimate attack work as a final smash. I believe a female fighter should be Tracer. I agreed with Jeff that Tracer will be great and a fun character to enter the world of Smash. I still play Overwatch. Been playing the game for 2 years now, but I haven't played the game at launch, nor the beta. Well, I've played the beta at my cousin's house at the time when Overwatch was in beta, but I haven't played a match since I don't know how the game works and such. I've only played the tutorial of the game, and that was my first taste of the game. Throughout the year after, I heard many things and how cool the game was, so after a year, I decided to play Overwatch in late 2017, and my first character I played was Moira. I loved playing as her, and she was my main back then, so I believe Tracer will be cool to join the Fighter's Pass, or the next wave of the new DLC characters." Well, there wasn't really that much information in here, but I really like you sharing your story, playing at your cousin's house, playing the beta, playing the game. I really think that it's very cool that you guys share all your experiences and the ideas of knowing certain characters, not knowing the worlds, and being introduced to them. I really remember playing Super Smash Bros. 64 back in the Nintendo 64 days, right there in the 90s, and it was a whole lot of fun, and then coming across characters like Ness, Captain Falcon, that I didn't know. I didn't grow up playing Earthbound or F-Zero, and I was like, who are these characters and why do I want to learn about them? And that's, I think, what Smash Bros. Does really well, and now even with third-party characters, that just get broadened even more, right? You even get introduced to stuff like, what's this Persona 5 thing that people get talking about? And he's in Smash Bros. Right now. I can play as Joker, but I really want to know his backstory. So I think that that's one of the great things about Smash, is it introduces you to a larger universe. So thank you so much, Ragin, for your comment. It was a lot of fun to read through, and of course, everybody for commenting down below. I read through all your comments. I try to like every single one of them that I like, so please bear with me. It's a lot of fun, and thank you guys so much for reacting. And of course, a huge shout out to our latest Patreon supporters. You guys are heroes every single month, donating something to get exclusive content. And of course, you can also donate to Block Content to get your video ideas created here on the channel, and it's easy. Go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. Send me your ideas there and let's make a video together. Thank you. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, super easy to join this dinner table. Click the subscribe button, ring that little bell for notifications, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered daily to you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll just see you around the corner where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya.